Hello everyone, welcome to the Bodhi Academy. In today's video, we are going to start with class 12, chapter 8, that is microbes in human welfare. So in this chapter, we are going to learn all about how the microbes are beneficial to the humans. So we are going to learn about the different microorganisms or the microbes which we used in a for a household purposes or the products. Then microbes in industrial products, how industrially they are used, that is for making fermented beverages, for antibiotics, then chemicals, enzymes and all. Then also the use of microbes in sewage treatment, how they are useful in treating the sewage and all, and then in production of biogas and also the biocontrol agents. Then microbes are also beneficial to humans as biofertilizers. They are also used as the biofertilizers. So all this we will discuss in this chapter, that is microbes in human welfare. So microbes are very diverse. This we know. There are various types of microbes, that is protozoa, bacteria, fungi. Then there are microscopic plant viruses, viroids, and also prions, which are proteinaceous infectious agents. So these are those microorganisms which can cause infectious diseases. Then they are found almost everywhere on earth, ranging from soil, water, air and some inhabitable places as well. Then talking about bacteria and fungi, they can grow on nutritive media to form the colonies. So when a group of microbes grow on the nutritive media together and like they form a group, they are called as colonies, and which can be seen by naked eyes and are very useful in study of microorganisms. So these bacteria and fungi are actually grown in lab on nutritive media to study them. Then microbes may cause many diseases in human beings, plants and animals. So they are harmful they are harmful to us, animals and plants in many ways, but several of the microorganisms which are there, they are also useful to man in a lot of different ways. So let us study the uses of these microorganisms. So the first one is microbes in household products. So how these microbes are used in household products. So microorganisms like lactobacillus and other commonly called as the lactic acid bacteria, meaning those bacteria which contain the lactic acid. So the short form is LAB, are grown in milk and it convert it into the curd. So these lactic acid bacteria grow in milk and it convert the milk into the curd. The lab produces acids that coagulate and partially digest the milk proteins. So this bacteria produces some acids that coagulate and it also partially digests the milk protein, forming the curd. Now it also improves its nutritional quality by increasing the vitamin B12 in it. Then in our stomach too, the lab play, meaning the lactic acid bacteria play very beneficial role in checking disease causing microorganisms. Then the second one is the dough is used for making food such as dosa, idli is fermented by bacteria. So the dough or the batter which we used for making the dosas and idlis is also fermented by the bacteria. Then the puffed up appearance of the dough is due to the production of carbon dioxide gas by these microorganisms. Then the dough used for making bread is fermented by using baker's yeast. So yeast we have learnt about in lower classes. So using that baker's yeast, the dough is fermented. The scientific name of this baker's yeast is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Then another household item in which microorganisms are used is cheese. So cheese is one of the oldest item in which microbes were used. The large holes in the Swiss cheese which are there are formed due to the production of large amount of carbon dioxide which are given out by the bacterium. Then the Roquefort cheese is also ripened by growing specific fungus on them. So in this Roquefort cheese, a specific type of fungus is grown in its production, and this fungus gives it's the special flavor or the particular flavor. So this is all about the use of microbes in household products. Then talking about microbes in industrial production. So a number of products like beverages, antibiotics involve the use of microbes. So in the production of a lot of beverages, then antibiotics, chemicals, enzyme, these microbes are used. So production on large scale requires growing microorganisms in very large vessels. So in this the microorganisms are grown in large vessels called fermenters. Now let us study the different products which we obtain from microbes industrially. So the first one are the fermented beverages. So again Saccharomyces, that is the yeast, is used for bread making, and it is commonly called the brewer's yeast too. So the baker's yeast is also used in making fermented beverages, that is why it is also called as brewer's yeast. So it is used for fermenting malted cereals and fruit juices to produce beverages like wine, beer, whiskey and rum. So all these fermented beverages like wine, beer, whiskey and rum, all these are produced by fermenting it with the brewer's yeast, that is the Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Then wine and beer are produced without distillation. So there is no distillation process done in the production of beer and wine, whereas whiskey, brandy and rum are produced by distillation of the fermented broth. So in production of whiskey, brandy and rum, the already fermented broth, the broth which is fermented by this yeast is then again further distilled and then it is packed or stored. Then antibiotics. So first one was fermented beverages. Then talking about the antibiotics, they are chemical substances produced by some microbes and can kill or retard the growth of other microbes. So antibiotics we know, these are the medicines or the chemical substances which are used to kill or retard the growth of microbes or the pathogens that are in our body. So penicillin was the first antibiotic to be discovered. Antibiotics have great improved our capacity to treat deadly diseases such as plague, whooping cough, diphtheria and leprosy. Then talking about the third one, that is chemical, organic acid and the enzyme. Now these are also commercially produced by microorganisms. So first talking about chemicals. Now a fungus called the Aspergillus niger is used to produce the citric acid. Then a bacterium, that is Acetobacter aceti, is used to produce the acetic acid. Then again a bacterium called the Clostridium botulicum is used to produce butyric acid. Then lactic acid is produced by Lactobacillus bacteria, and ethanol is again produced by the Saccharomyces cerevisiae, that is the yeast. Then the next one is the enzymes. So enzymes like lipases are used in laundry detergents which are produced by the microorganisms. Then again pectinase and protease are some enzymes which are again obtained from the microorganisms and are used in bottled juices. Then streptokinase, which is obtained from Streptococcus bacterium, are used as cloth busters to remove the clots. Then the next one is the Bioactive molecule. Now cyclosporin A, which is obtained from a fungi, is used as immunosuppressive agent for organ transplant patients. So when organ transplant is done, some immunosuppressant agents are required to be given to the patient, so that the immune system doesn't fight back to the external organ which is inserted. So that is why such cyclosporin A bioactive molecule, which is obtained from fungi, is given. Then statins, which is again obtained from yeast, is used as a blood cholesterol lowering agent. So these uses you should know of these different microorganisms. So this is all in this video. We will continue this chapter in the next video. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to the Bodhi Academy.